What?
ACT, did you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Levi for Kelly, Primadonnanews, I don't even want to see it. Just take the phone.
Now, it don't take a genius that a lot of people who fell in line with this Me Too agenda wanted to support and uplift some of these accusers coming forth. But a lot of people want to bypass all of the symbology we see going out when these things reach the public news. Now, for some strange reason, when people get caught up into their support for these accusers, they forget that people have the right to stand up for what they believe to be a violation of the judicial process, and how people are manipulating these public displays and outcries in order to leverage it against a lot of people. Just like with any crime scene, the police officers, the detectives, the investigators do things like pick out the motives for these actions that we hear people reporting on. And then when we start to balance all of the inconsistencies, it should be a no-brainer why some people are on the fence when it comes to just blindly supporting accusers when the evidence, when the information contradicts the testimonies they put on in front of these juries. Now, it don't take a genius to recognize that obviously certain facts were left out in the public domain, such as when these girls, Kelsey and Meg Thee Stallion, got into it and were tussling. People want to speculate as to how long it took to pass a gun and all this other extra stuff. They want to bypass the fact that this girl also needed immunity in order to testify, and nobody wants to give this man reasonable doubt because there's goofy people on the internet that want to bring up everything this man has done in his lifetime that ain't got shit to do with the incident itself. Now, clearly, misogyny is frowned upon by a lot of these feminists supporting the Me Too agenda. That don't mean it's right to violate people's due process, manipulate cases, and form this public perception based on lies. Now, clearly, this video is not to be here talking about I believe Tory Lanez is innocent, nor is it to be I'm here to support Meg Thee Stallion, when I'm here to point out the dysfunction that a lot of people will turn a blind eye to while all these women are out here having their hot girl summers, city girl summers. Forget how these people put themselves in the line of fire, and then when shit pops up, everybody gotta form public's perception. Now, it don't take a genius after reviewing all the footage that came out at the time that clearly Meg Thee Stallion wasn't directly shot. And when we hear the information that came out and there was a struggle, people still want to do the most to make it appear that it had to be Tory Lanez that did the shooting based on him apologizing for the way things escalated. Never mind, this could have been an accident, but as we know and as we have observed with this whole social media thing, people like to get in comments, get on phone lines, stir bullshit, and we see individuals going back and forth, and this is the type of shit these law enforcement agencies thrive off of because they damn sure can't solve no cases without the bullshit. Now, why did I just say that? Because clearly, even with Meg Thee Stallion's initial response, she wants us to believe that she got back in the vehicle with somebody who intentionally shot her. These witnesses want us to believe that these people were going to throw her in the lake and try to take her out of here. But strangely, a lot of people don't want to comprehend the common sense that comes out of all of this. Now, the lifestyle these people choose to lead is their own business, but clearly the girl code was broken, and clearly they didn't want you to know that these girls were tussling. So with that being said, Megan comes out saying she didn't want to report what actually happened to her at the time because she didn't want to get Tory Lanez in trouble. Now, if that's the case, doesn't that mean the whole crime scene has been corrupted? Doesn't that mean that this whole judicial process is going to be tainted? Yet we are to believe that instead of being concerned with herself, she was more concerned with Tory Lanez not being violated by authorities. Doesn't that sound like a narrative? Doesn't that sound in line with this whole stop snitching bullshit that has made the black community clearly lose their damn mind? If somebody attacks me, assaults me, abuses me, motherfucker, I'm calling the police. But for some strange reason, people want to guilt trip you, make you feel some type of way when they behave inappropriately, when they have to face the law because of it, and then want to make you feel like you wrong for reporting their ass. Fuck that. So with all that I just said, it's clear a lot of people on YouTube are trying to make their claim to fame as a journalist. A lot of people are trying to make this a career. But the problem is they ain't comprehending what YouTube's purpose is. YouTube is supposed to be a place to pass information, not all this clickbait, not all this slanderous information we get, and damn sure not to help push people in these private prisons that the entertainment people so heavily invest in. Meanwhile, we sitting out here talking about we fans of these artists, but soon as shit get hot, you'll see all the people who will turn their backs on you while you're fighting for your very life. Now, clearly, we've heard the news that Tory Lanez fired his whole defense team and is on the move for his appeal. We'll see how that goes and how all these people continue to support the black woman at the black man's expense. Have a good day, and don't forget to like and share this video.